Hello and welcome, and look, the lights are on, but it's still the same day and I'm still wearing the same shirt, but I'm bored, so I'm vlogging. I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the toxic gatekeeper, the ass clown with a frown, the OG GM with another OG GM Adventure Gaming News Update for 5/26/2020 at 12:36 p.m. And if you weren't paying attention over the 3-day weekend, our governor made two very subtle announcements that are very possible good news for us people, us geeks. One, restaurants can now operate again. And two, places of worship can now start operating again, as long as they follow the rules. You should probably be wearing one of these. You should probably be doing this. And you should probably try and stay at least 5 to 6 feet away from people. So really, social distancing is just good manners. Wash your hands, don't breathe in people's faces, and don't invade people's personal space. If we just follow good manners, this probably could be nipped in the bud. But what does this mean for us? Us geeks, us gamers, us lovers of the hobby, and us supporters of friendly local game stores. Because this is good news, because game stores like Endgame Comics and CES Games and Anime here in Ventura technically fall under the same level of the tiers for the COVID-19 as restaurants. Which means if people can go into a restaurant yet again and sit down and follow the social distancing rules, then, according to the way it has been explained to me, and I could be wrong, that means that soon people could start going to your friendly local game store again and sitting down and participating in events at the game store as long as they follow the social distancing rules, which means you can start having magic tournaments again or gaming at your friendly local game store. Now, because of the social distancing rules, it can't be as crowded as it used to be. You can't go, board to board, door to door with 200 people opening the same magic packs, sitting all crumped together going, no, you can't do that. There's going to have to still be social distancing, which means it can't service as many people as it used to, but it is a step closer to our goal of getting back into the friendly local game store, supporting our hobby, supporting our friends, supporting the people at Endgame Comics and CES Games Anime and whatever game store is where you live that you absolutely love. Because now, thanks to these two announcements, because game stores fall under the same technical category as restaurants, this means that hopefully we can start going there again. Now, the second one about places of worship, well, as we know, certain aspects of our geekdom have been considered religions, like Jedi and, Dudism and stuff like that. So that means that those people can start getting together again as long as the place they're going to is considered a house of worship. So people could maybe start slowly having conventions again if the convention is held at something that is considered a place of worship. And that's a very gray area over what is considered a place of worship, because let's face it, there's people who consider parks a place of worship. Now this is me stretching things and thinking out loud, which means do not take anything I say as gospel. But since there are members of the geekdom society who have gone out of their way to take an aspect of geekdom and turn it into a religion, like the followers of the Big Lebowski, Dudism, which is a religion, or the people who have declared Jedi as a religion can start going to places of worship again and participating in their religion, which means maybe we're one step closer to having something that could resemble a convention. Because if a bunch of people who consider Jedi a religion get together at a place that is considered a house of worship, isn't that technically a Star Wars convention? I don't know. That one's a little bit more far-fetched. But the little one that's closer to home and way more important, at least for today, is the announcement that restaurants are now open again as long as they follow social distancing, which means game stores. Game stores, because they fall under the same tier as restaurants, can hopefully start letting people come in and congregate, which means magic tournaments, which means board gaming tournaments, which means free comic book day, and for me, hopefully means gaming at a store again. We're still not where we want to be, but we're definitely closer to where we want to be than we were a few days ago. So, and again, don't take anything I say as 100% gossip. This is just me interpreting what I'm reading and what I've been told, and I could be incorrect. But I think as far as the game store thing goes, that's way closer to the truth than my little rant about conventions and religion. Speaking of religion, support me! I'll talk to you later, losers.